Hello everyone, it is Saturday and this week's topic is so much fun if you've been watching too many maxi pad commercials. That was a joke about how pad commercials and tampon commercials make periods look like they're really fun and that everyone loves them, when really, no one loves them. This is not exclusive for trans men, like, periods are not fun things. So if you've not caught on by now, the topic this week is menstruation. Now I sound like a doctor. Or as what I've heard commonly referred to by trans men, Shark Week, which is kind of clever, because it's like gory and shit. That's probably, I should have trigger warning that sentence. Just based on that sentence alone though, you can see how periods are not fun for anybody. You can be a cis woman and you don't have to be excited about your period. My story with that whole experience is particularly traumatic, and I don't know if that has to do with me being trans or not, because I've never compared my story with other people who actually appreciate the fact that they are able to get a period. Especially to have a conversation, like two different people, like talking about periods and about your personal experience. Like, there's at no point in time have I ever wanted to compare my story with people in person, but this could be interesting. What? We'll see. So here comes the story. So this part I know is not because I'm trans, unless my mom was also secretly trans, but this is something that kind of ran in our family as far as periods went. My family apparently just has incredibly, horribly painful and unpleasant periods. So my mom would have to miss days of school when she was a teenager and having this problem, and like literally it would be too painful to go to school, even like on painkillers, which like I understand everybody who's like, you know, I don't want to go on any kind of pills for pain and like just drink tea that'll help you, or like massage your belly, or I don't know, is that a thing? But like that would not even come close to solving any sort of problem with the kind of periods that my family has. By like the first and second day on our periods, like nothing could help. It was just like debilitating pain. Like literally I could not go to school. My mom couldn't go to school. I don't know about other ancestors, but whatever. And a new thing that happened in my generation, like my person, is that when I was on it, I would throw up and have diarrhea. Like it was basically just a disease. Like it was the most horrible thing, and I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Like literally imagine being like horribly sick with like a horrible virus once a month for like an entire week. It's just so not fun. This part might have something to do with being trans, I don't know, you tell me. My mom was never somebody who was awkward about talking about things. She's very open, very feminist, and just, you know, there should be no reason that I should have been uncomfortable talking about anything about my puberty with her. However, despite that fact, I was incredibly uncomfortable talking about that kind of thing with absolutely anybody. So when my period started, I would hide my underwear under the sofa that was in my bedroom. If it went through like that and then through the underwear, I would like, it would get on my pants, and I would like hide all my clothes under my couch, and like eventually I was running low on clothes. Like this happened for like a couple of cycles, like a couple of months. Eventually I didn't know that it was like on my pants, and my mom found it in like the dirty clothes when she was doing laundry, and literally came to school and picked me up and was like questioning me about like why I hadn't told her, and she thought that was the first time that it ever happened, and like I was just incredibly awkward that entire time. But like whatever, I started using pads. Like there's no way that I could ever use a tampon. But then later on, my brother came into my room, I wasn't there, and he was looking under my couch for some reason. No idea what he was looking for, but you know, he found some, you know, some stuff that is terrifying to any young boy, probably, because it would be terrifying to anyone. I'm sure he thought he was like in some sort of horror movie, but he like found all these not pristine looking undergarments under my couch and was like literally crying to my mom like, oh my god, like what's going on? There's like blood everywhere. And my mom came to me and she was just like, you need to not hide clothes under your couch. Like we can work this out somehow. I was more willing to get rid of every single item of clothing I owned than to just like tell my mom something completely normal was happening with my body. So weird. That is my experience. I do have one tip that was not mentioned by Augusta Emery or anybody else on this channel that I've heard of, because it's another personal thing, but since we're talking about like really absurdly personal things, I might as well say it. Something that really helps with period cramps, especially if like painkillers aren't even strong enough to work. By painkillers, I mean ibuprofen. Don't go like getting like some like strong shit. But masturbation. If you masturbate, it'll make you feel better, and you'll probably be able to take a nap afterwards if you can't sleep. Anyway, see you next Saturday.